We've all grown up watching cartoons and reading stories of Peter Pan and Wendy. There's just something so magical about the characters and their world, and it looks like the filmmakers know how to cash in on the nostalgia. We say this because a brand new Peter Pan movie is in the works. Stay tuned as we go over everything we know about Peter Pan and Wendy so far and see what Neverland has in store for us. Starting with the release date. The updated adaptation of the 1953 iteration will be launched sometime in 2023. Despite lacking a firm release date, the live-action adaptation is expected to be out sometime in 2019. The show will be distributed exclusively on Disney+. There are no plans to distribute the film in theaters. Some may question Disney's choice to skip theaters in favor of streaming, given the company's recent box office triumphs with live-action remakes. The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin are just a few that have earned more than $1 billion internationally. Dumbo and Cruella both performed less well at the box office, with Cruella's lower return being because it was released in cinemas and on Disney Plus at the same time, owing to COVID. Similarly, Mulan 2020 was a successful film. This tactic is not new since Disney Plus has already released special versions of Lady and the Tramp and Pinocchio. It's possible that Disney wants to prevent another box office flop like Dumbo. Given Peter Pan's widespread popularity though, the movie may have fared better at the box office. For the time being, maybe the best option for these live-action remakes is Disney Plus. Unfortunately, we probably won't get the whole backstory. Moving on, some deets on the potential plot. At D23, we got not only the official poster but also the official storyline summary. So basically, Peter Pan and Wendy, a young girl defies her parents' intentions for her to attend boarding school by embarking on an adventure to Neverland with her two younger brothers. The story is based on J.M. Barrie's book Peter and Wendy and was inspired by the 1953 animated masterpiece. A kid who refuses to grow up, a small fairy, and an evil pirate captain all make appearances, and soon the four of them are off on a dangerous and exciting journey far from home and the safety of those they love. Let's talk about what you can expect. From what we can tell from the summary, Peter Pan and Wendy will be an accurate recreation of the classic Disney cartoon. The level of faithfulness to the originals in Disney's live-action remakes varies. The Lion King, Dumbo, Mulan, and Aladdin are just a few that are faithful adaptations of their own stories. Yet some create a sequel centered on one of the film's antagonists or minor characters, such as Maleficent or Cruella. Peter and Wendy seem to be somewhere in the middle based on the title alone. Expect it to closely follow the narrative of the animated film, but with a heavier focus on Wendy and more nuanced character development than in the original. Sounds like heaven. Since her and Peter's names are in the title together, the dynamic between them will probably be emphasized in the next film. Some of the original components, such as the portrayal of Native Americans and the lack of diversity among the Lost Boys, are not thought to have held up well over time. So this new version is also planned to update these aspects. There has been no official confirmation of any plot details, so this is just conjecture at this moment. Mostly we won't know the movie's narrative until much closer to its premiere date. Next, here's where you can watch it. Disney's Peter Pan and Wendy will be the first live-action adaptation of an animated film to premiere exclusively on Disney+. The live-action Lady and the Tramp, which aired on Disney's streaming service in the United States upon its 2019 release, is another example of a retelling that used this approach. This year's Cruella was released simultaneously in cinemas and on Disney Plus for an additional fee, bridging the two extremes. Along with Robert Zemeckis' live-action Pinocchio, Peter Pan and Wendy is one of two reimaginings Disney aims to put straight to streaming in 2022. Live-action Dumbo didn't bomb. It grossed a little over twice its $170 million budget, but it did demonstrate that fans aren't interested in seeing every Disney cartoon picture recreated with real actors and lifelike CGI. This may have been a factor in the studio's decision. This, along with Lowery's excellent retelling of Pete's Dragon, was mostly overlooked upon its 2016 theatrical premiere. Following up, the cast and the amazing crew. The screenplay for Lowery's Peter Pan and Wendy was written by him, and Pete's Dragon co-creator, regular producer Toby Holbrooks. Cinematographer Bohan Bazelli, who photographed the flop-turned-cult classic A Cure for Wellness by Gore Verbinski, is joining him behind the camera. All of this points to a darker, more stylized look in Lowery's rendition, in keeping with films like The Revenant Agent and The Lighthouse. Yara Shahidi from Black-ish plays Tinkerbell, Jude Law from Captain Marvel plays Captain Hook, and Jim Gaffigan from The Jim Gaffigan Show plays Hook's first mate Mr. Shmee in Peter Pan and Wendy. And if you thought that was crazy, wait till you hear the rest. Alexander Maloney from The Reluctant Landlord plays Peter Pan, and Eva Anderson, the daughter of Mila Jovovich and Paul W.S. Anderson, plays Wendy Darling. Alan Tudyk from Doom Patrol, Molly Parker from Lost in Space, and relative newcomer Alyssa Wapanatahk as Tiger Lily round out the cast. As for Tiger Lily, Lowery has guaranteed that Peter Pan and Wendy does not include the problematic components of both the book and the animated picture, such as the latter's racist representation of Neverland's Native American tribe, which, mind you, even led to a content warning on Disney+. Moreover, it has overtaken Joe Wright's Pan in casting Wapanatahk, making it the best casting film of all time. Let's go over what the cast had to say. Looks like the cast is as excited as we are about this one. Anderson said it's been absolutely fantastic to be able to portray Wendy. When referring to the film, I said Wendy and Peter are on the same level. Anderson also said that we need to go deeper into their history and attempt to learn more about their time spent together as friends, Law said. It added another depth of appreciation for why Hook is a cultural figure. Now for what we know about the trailer. So a trailer was shown at the D23 Expo Studio Showcase, but viewers at home were unable to see it since it was exclusively broadcast in Hall D23. Peter and Tinkerbell give the Darling children the gift of flight as they leap from Big Ben while Captain Hook confronts Wendy for the first time in the clip, much as you would expect from a Peter Pan adaptation. Sounds dull, but filmmaker David Lowery delivers stunning images that can't be captured in words. Gorgeous landscape views of Neverland are provided by the director of photography Bohan Bazelli, also of Pete's Dragon, and a combat sequence featuring Captain Hook's flying ship beneath the shelter of some misty mountains is a notable image. The public movie poster depicts the later action, with Peter and Wendy swashbuckling against the ship's pirates while in mid-air. Brief footage of the film made its way into the 2023 Disney Plus sizzle reel, where audiences got their first peek at Peter's introduction to the Darling siblings. Not to forget, the name has a deeper meaning too. The actors made it clear during the D23 Studio Showcase that the addition of Wendy to the name's title, which may seem like a minor tweak, has a huge meaning behind it. Wendy, in this retelling, is an equal to Peter Pan, Anderson said. Rather than being the female lead, will be a co-protagonist with Peter on their adventure across Neverland. This set a precedent for the special treatment given to some characters. Alyssa Wapanatahk, who will portray Tiger Lily, has also noted that her role has evolved significantly beyond that of a simple damsel in distress in the original film. Finally, Jude Law elaborated on his portrayal of Captain Hook, saying that the character would have his own origin narrative in the film and that he and Peter may have been comrades in the past. So, do you see how they've carefully thought out so many things for the movie? If that is the amount of effort they have put into the name, we can only imagine the wonders the film holds for us. Coming up, Anderson is going places because of this movie. Eva Anderson, the oldest daughter of Mila Jovovich, has spoken out about playing Wendy Darling in the forthcoming Disney Plus film Peter Pan and Wendy. The new celebrity said, "Honestly, it was one of the finest experiences of my life," in an interview with Mini V magazine. "That shoot lasted for 8 months and I enjoyed every second of it." The woman who plays Black Widow has said that she gained 3 inches in height during filming. Eva said that she was scared Disney might think she was too old to portray Wendy, but happily they didn't mind that at all. For her, it was a dream come true to portray one of her favorite fictional characters from her youth. The actress went on to say that her mother Mila has also been my inspiration growing up, since there was nothing she couldn't accomplish or be in my eyes. Finally, Anderson's magazine cover. Not just that, Eva was also overjoyed to be featured on the first cover of the magazine. "I cannot explain how excited I am," remarked the 15-year-old in her Instagram post. Mini V magazine is an offshoot of V magazine that has included articles on rising talents like Billie Eilish and Bella Hadid, and Eva is all set to feature on their cover. The actress was photographed for the cover in black and white with her hair loose and tousled for an edgy feel. In addition, she wore a Miu Miu denim jacket over a button-up shirt with a pointed collar, and her name was inscribed beneath each eye. How amazing this day was. The secret no eyebrow project, she said as a description for the photo. I'm going to be on the first cover of Mini V magazine. How exciting for her. We love the great opportunities this movie is opening up for these emerging actors. They deserve all the love and more. That's a wrap for this video, so will you be watching Peter Pan and Wendy when it comes out? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.